It made me.
I don't
sad.
think you can ever get verified. Well,
I would love to.
The quote you said to me today was fantastic. When you were like, "There's nothing. Was it like nothing in life I want more than to be verified on Twitter
and have $20 million."
But the fact that you are Will Smith, I think, is a big check mark against you because it would just cause confusion. People would assume that the verified Will Smith has got to be the most famous one, right?
I'm going to go ahead and say, having my Twitter username in the last 3 weeks since that ridiculous Will Smith getting divorced story came out has been awful.
Can you confirm or deny that?
You showed me your phone at PAX for some reason. There was something you wanted me to see, and I was looking. No, I know what I was doing. I went to you for some reason. I was looking for something on your Twitter feed.
Yeah.
And I went to your @replies on your Twitter feed. And your Twitter life is just fucking miserable, isn't it? Because it's all people that think you're the other Will Smith.
Here's the thing: is it's real up and down. Like on weekdays, it's usually fine.
Yeah.
It's weekends when either Bad Boys, Independence Day,
really any Will Smith movie.
No, there's only some that people tweet about.
Oh, okay.
Pursuit of Happiness, people really like.
Yeah.
Fresh Prince. They never talk about Wild Wild West. They never talk about Bad Boys 1. I don't know why, because Bad Boys 1 I thought was as good as Bad Boys 2.
Bad Boys 1 made him an action hero. Yeah.
That was his first big movie.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Originally it was going to be John Lovitz and Dana Carvey.
Oh my God.
I'm being 100% serious.
True?
Yes,
Oh, that's
on
horrible.
Bad Boys. And then Michael Bay came in and said, let's get some comedians, and
somebody who's really
Martin
funny.
Lawrence.
Yeah, let's not get John Lovitz and Dana Carvey. Let's get some comedians.
Exactly.
That's accidental super burn. Yeah, so weekends are bad. That's why I've been falling off of Twitter on weekends. Honestly.
Maybe change your Twitter name and give yourself a better shot
about it.
No, don't change your Twitter name.
I mean, it would make all this go away.
Don't do it. No, don't do it.
The only problem is it's so many places now. It would be really hard to figure out where.
That's
where
not
they
the
all
excuse.
are. I just
the pros outweigh the cons. Landslide.
I mean, you already do it on other services. Your name is not just Will Smith; it's something else, right?
No, it's almost always Will Smith. I'm usually really fast on signing up for new services.
Oh, okay.
The only one I don't have is Facebook because those bastards reserved it for him.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, he got early access to the Facebook short name thing.
Oh, right.
And Google Plus doesn't have short names.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. It's a mix. It's a blessing and a curse.
Being verified on Twitter, it felt like a bit of a holy grail thing, and now that I actually am, it kind of I'm not
It's
as
dumb.
it doesn't feel. I don't feel like
such an
I'm.
asshole.
It doesn't feel as wonderful as I hoped it would. So maybe that'll make you feel a bit better. It's not as great as you think.
Well, if you can't do that, can you give me the $20 million?
I don't have $20 million. The other Will Smith does.
Yeah, there you go.
I think he'd rather keep it though.
I think he'd rather keep the $20 million.
Yeah. What would you do if Will Smith offered you $20 million for your Twitter name?
I would absolutely. There would be no $20 million.
What if you had to change it to something really stupid?
I'm no problem.
This is the worst would you rather.
Yeah, this is not a difficult one.
If it's $20 million and eating a plate of my own poo and drinking the urine, I'm still there.
Yeah, $20 million's a lot of cheddar.
$20 million tax before or after taxes though.
Does not matter.
Tax free.
Yeah, tax free. No, I would do almost anything. I wouldn't kill someone
No,
or an animal.
you wouldn't kill an animal.
I wouldn't kill a mammal.
You wouldn't kill a chicken.
I'd kill a fish or a bird. Birds are.
Aren't birds?
With
Oh,
your
no,
bare
birds are
hands.
mammals.
Must
Okay.
be with your bare hands.
Yeah, that's fine.
A what?
Hold on, like an ostrich
With your bare hands.
Is it like a dangerous animal?
You have to
Is
kill
it
an ostrich with your bare hands.
Oh, that's hard.
Well, but an ostrich
Is the
could fuck
ostrich
you
held
up.
down, or do I just have to walk up and break
You
the
got
neck?
to use your knees or whatever. But
I don't think I can kill an ostrich. Ostrich can kill
$20
me.
million. I put you in this room with an ostrich,
Oh wait, dude, this room's way too small.
and whoever walks out gets $20 million.
Yeah, whoever comes out
Do I
gets
have a
20 million.
rope?
So you got an ostrich gets 20 million.
Exactly.
Do I have a rope?
No, it's your bare hands.
Bare knuckled.
I don't think
as
you can
nature
get an ostrich
intended.
into this
Tables?
room.
I think the ostrich would
You got the
probably
shirt
win.
on your- you got. Okay.
Yeah, the
Will,
ostrich.
Those ostriches are fucking vicious.
You got the clothes on your back and your pants. It's also
Belt?
live streamed.
Hold on,
So you have the option for the
if I can
public
use the-
shaming if you could take off your clothes.
If I can use the
to
belt I'm
wrangle
in.
the ostrich.
I'm gonna throw his shoe at him and then put the belt around his neck until he
Dude, throw the shoe at the
roast
ostrich is
shit
the
out of
worst
him.
idea.
No, you
it's
want
gonna make him super angry. It's not do anything to him.
Can I ride him like in Swiss Family Robinson? Do you remember that? They had a kid
don't-
ride an ostrich.
I
It's
don't-
incredibly
yeah.
cruel to animals.
Yeah.
Ostriches can't support human weight. Yeah.
What's the minimum amount of money that you would sell your Twitter name to Will Smith for?
I don't think that's something I want out in the public.
because you don't want to. You want to protect your bargaining position.
I have no negotiation. I have no leg to stand on.
It's not beyond the realms of possibility that Will's people could get in touch with you and say, "Hey, Will's decided he wants to be on
something
Twitter."
You've discussed about?
No, although I mean, obviously, considering I do know both Will Smiths.
Yeah, you're the only person in the world.
I actually consider I've had the opportunity when I've been with the other Will to say to him, "Hey, it's so funny. I actually have another friend called Will Smith, and his Twitter name is Will Smith," in the hopes that he might say, "Oh, I actually would like that Twitter name, and I could have made you some money," but I've never brought it up.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate that.
Well, Will Smith comedy isn't good enough anymore?
Will Smith comedy is not the real Will Smith. There's no official Will Smith.
Smith, as far as I know, Will Smith isn't on Twitter.
No, just Facebook. Yeah, I mean, dude, at this point, like I said, it's been fun. Twitter is getting popular to the point that it is a pain in the ass rather than something that is nice.
Do you have a thing in your Twitter bio that says "I'm not the actor"? Will Smith?
It says
very clearly,
not an actor, or not the actor. I can't remember which article I used.
But it doesn't. But people don't look at that, right? They just tweet you.
They just tweet right at me. Most of them never ever see the account.
Yeah, so I think if you were verified, it would actually just make things worse.
It would be horrible
because people would just naturally assume that you have to be the big one.
Well, and I'd change my icon to be my Wild Wild West cosplay.
That probably didn't help.
Right, that might have been a mistake too. Or just like a black suit with a black tie, just the neck.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think I could kill an ostrich. I think the ostrich would fuck me up.
Yeah, ostriches are fucking vicious, dude.
Yeah, they can kick you and collapse your chest with one shot.
Yeah, and bite you and just be really mean.
Peck your eyes out.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to fight an ostrich.
I'd fight an ostrich-sized goose.
What's the biggest animal that you think you could beat in a fight?
Barehanded or with a knife?
Barehanded. He's got to be fair. The other animal doesn't have a knife.
Beat or kill?
Kill. It's to the death. When I say beat, it's to all fights are to the death.
It's pretty easy to kill horses, just in general. They're real weaky animals.
How would you kill a horse with your bare hands?
Kick their kneecaps in, and then you wait. And then you wait it out.
I would, if I was wanted to kill a horse, I would
go for the knees.
I would dig a hole in its path. Be like, okay, good luck, motherfucker. Here's 3 holes. Dodge it.
In the hope that it would break its leg.
Yeah,
or
it's
something?
going to fall and break its leg, and then it's all over.
Yeah, but it's not going to die of a broken leg.
Once it's down, it's helpless.
Well, then what are you going to do? Get down on the ground and strangle it?
Probably pick up a rock and just
beat it
on the head.
Beat it.
They have real thick skulls, though. This is really a dark conversation.
This is very, very dark.
A horse is too big. I don't think you can take it on a horse.
You couldn't take on a horse.
What about pony? Like
let's start small. Let's start small. Okay, chicken, no problem.
Kitten.
What about?
I'm anti-killing mammals.
What about a goose? A big angry goose.
That's easy.
Goose, swan. No problem.
Yeah. I've killed chickens before. It's the same thing. Foul or easy.
This is it's not about willingness, it's about capability. So, like, anything over, 150 pounds. Then it's getting...
Once you get up into pig territory, it gets a little scary.
Yeah, like a big...
Like a big sow is
a big hawk would fuck you, especially one with the horns.
Honestly, this is why I don't. Well, that's a boar, but that's different. This is why I don't. This is why I'm out on the mammals for $20 million because killing a pig was a formative experience.
What about a llama? Could you beat a llama?
Is a llama a mammal?
Of course it is.
Yeah, I don't want to kill a llama.
Okay.
It's not about whether you want to. It's
whether or not you could if you had to. You've been given no choice. You've been thrown into the pit.
No. Here's
naked with a llama.
Here's the thing. Do I have a loincloth?
I'll give you a loincloth.
Can I use the string from the loincloth?
No. You use your clothes. You get your clothes.
Here's the thing.
T-shirt and jeans.
By giving up the ability to use tools or a knife or something like that, I give up the one advantage that humanity has.
You have thumbs.
Because we're slow.
You have thumbs.
You have intelligence and cunning and wits that animals don't have.
Unless you use that to make tools, you're fucking helpless.
I'm not going to give you any weapons.
What about like a
sloth?
What about one of those the tiniest Swiss Army knife, the one that just has the little tiny blade,
no weapons,
and the toothpick and the tweezers?
No weapons.
No. Then you're limited to birds and fish if you can catch the fish.
Because you don't have the stomach for it?
No, it's really hard. If you think about it, animals have evolved to protect their necks, which is the one thing you can do to them if you don't have a weapon. I'm not going to be able to reach in, grab the throat, and pull the throat out like it's Mortal Kombat.
I don't know. Norm's take out the knees on the horse sounded like a pretty valid strategy to me.
That means the horse is going to be laying on the ground flailing around, and it'll take like 3 weeks to die.
That's fine. I win in long run.
because then you can get down on the ground with it like an MMA fighter.
No, that's a terrible
Get your arms
idea.
around its neck.
You don't want to grapple a horse.
No, yeah.
Because the horse rolls over on you, it wins. Even though you both die.
No, I think you could kick it in the head, right? Until it's dead.
No, horses, their skulls are 1/4 inch thick. Horses have thick skulls.
Yeah, I don't think you could kill a horse barehanded.
That's the thing. Most animals, like any kind of animal, like a goat, that they mate their mating ritual is slamming each other in the head. I can do nothing to them. My head is fragile, and my fists are.
How is it that we're supposed to be the master species, and yet there's very few animals that we can apparently kill one-on-one?
Back in the Olduvai Gorge, when the guy picked up the rock, was like, "Hey, I can bang this against another rock, and it's pointy." Gorge. Boom! That's when we started winning. Yeah. You got to have tools. All right. Can I have a rock?
But this is the thing. I mean, once I start giving you tools, then you're just basically. I mean, what do you want next? A fucking crossbow? Yeah,
crossbow. No. Trebuchet.
Fucking 357 Magnum.
You got gravity and knowledge of gravity.
Is there a cliff?
Yes. You can lure it off the cliff.
Can I chase it off the cliff?
You could chase it. You could scare it.
That's a time-honored tactic.
Actually, all you would really need is a length of rope, right? Because once you've got a piece of rope, you can strangle anything.
So I'm going to give you a piece of rope and an elephant.
All you got to do is phase 1, the norm plan. Take out the legs, get it down on the ground. Because that's what MMA. I mean, all fighting is about that, right? It's about get your opponent down on the ground.
But when the opponent
weighs
2,000 pounds and they grapple you, when the dude's your own weight, you roll over each other. No big deal. When you're grappling a hippopotamus, that's not going to go well.
Obviously, a hippo would be a big problem because you're talking about serious.
Well, even a Shetland pony, they weigh like 400 or 500 pounds.
Yeah.
You go for the soft spots.
The neck,
the eyes.
Because the thing you want to do is jab the eyes out of a steer, have it pissed off, and goring you blindly throughout the ring. That is the terrible idea.
The being stuck in the room with the animal is the problem. And that really limits your options.
Yeah, I don't think we could fit a hippopotamus in this room.
I think an ostrich would be.
What about a bag full of raccoons?
Bag? How does that work?
Well, a large bag.
Is the bag open or closed?
It starts out closed, and that's what makes the raccoons angry.
Right.
And then you open up the bag into this, let's say, the space of this room.
Yeah. And then I have to come into the room.
I'll give you.
Can I have boots?
You can have so you can stomp on them.
Gloves and boots.
Gloves?
That's it.
Gloves and boots.
Okay,
but you're naked apart from that.
Do I have a loincloth?
So they can go for the tender areas.
Do I have a loincloth?
I'll give you a loincloth. No, I'll give you. You can have a utility kilt.
Okay.
I'll give you a utility kilt, boots, and gloves, and a dozen pissed off raccoons.
Yeah, I'm not going to win that fight. All it takes is one lucky shot.
Well, they're not going to kill you. They can't
scratch you to death. That's it.
Yeah, they could. Death by 1,000 cuts.
Femoral artery, I'm down in 3 minutes.
No, I think you get at least 6 of them.
They could scratch you and bite you a lot and cause you to cause you a lot of
swift kicks with the strong
and probably
boot.
with rabies.
I think you would just have to stomp. Just stomp them, right?
I'm going to be honest. When I've been walking the dog and I see an enormous ass city raccoon, it's scary.
Oh, it is
because they are terrifying.
They are. Raccoons are scary.
Right. I mean,
they're not as scary as skunks, but they are scary.
No. Skunks are awful. What they do to you. There's no threat of death from a skunk.
Right. I guess so.
Unless they have rabies.
But is there really a threat? There's no threat of death from a single raccoon, apart from the rabies angle.
I don't know, man. They climb up in the trees by my house. I have literally walked out of my kitchen door, looked up in the tree that's 4 feet to the left.
No, there's no risk of death. There's risk of getting fucked up.
Okay, so what's the maximum amount of raccoons that you feel like you could take on?
Come on.
Maybe 5.
Only 4?
It depends on are they 30-pound raccoons or are they little?
But you just said you're terrified of one.
Well, yeah, I don't want the dog to get hurt though.
Okay, so you're more concerned about the dog.
Life or death situation.
Yeah.
Bag of angry raccoons in a room
for 20 million.
I would just run over really fast and close up the bag and then find a bucket of water.
No, there's no bag. Well, they're being emptied out of a bag into the pit that you're in.
Shoot? Is this like the Rancor pit?
Yeah, kind of. Basically,
all once. It's all
except
once.
for the raccoons. I'm the Rancor, and the raccoons are me.
Yes.
It's not one at a time. It's all 20.
Luke Skywalker won.
12 at once.
Yeah, all 12.
I don't want to be the Rancor, dude. The raccoons can win. The scale is the same.
I don't think the raccoons could. No, they probably could kill you, I guess.
Yeah, they have sharp claws and brutal teeth.
Well, you're not. I mean,
make sure
you're going to bleed to death.
But I'm running around with my Johnson out. All they have to do is get one good hit at my.
That's the worry.
Inside thigh.
That's the real worry.
You got the boots.
If I'm wearing,
just stomp them with your butt. Kick them.
You played soccer where they throw the balls at you.
I'll give you like steel-toed boots.
If I'm wearing dungarees, I think I'm okay.
You just have to get some good kicks in. You could stun them, and then stomp on their skulls.
And then I do a barrel roll to escape. This isn't a video game, man. It's raccoon versus human, life and death.
I want to see this.
We should make this is going to be the next bum fights. Yeah. Well, okay.
So you wouldn't be comfortable taking on more than 4 raccoons?
If I had pants, it's a whole different story.
See, the thing is, the boots change everything because it's not with your bare hands. You're basically using a tool.
So I mean, what's the minimum amount of pant cut? Like, could you? What if we have your Speedo? Would you be okay with that?
If I had a pair of leather shorts, leather shorts and boots, I'm down.
Leather shorts?
Yeah.
Like what? What you mean, like black leather, like fetish?
No, not like fetish
shorts?
leather. I mean like something you'd wear. I don't think people really wear leather.
Yeah, what kind of leather shorts would you wear?
I'm literally thinking about the soft inner portions of my thighs where animals are trained to go, and there's an enormous.
Are they trained to go there?
Yeah, animals go for the weak spots.
How do they know that's your weak spot?
Well, how do they know to go for your neck? I don't know, but they do.
Well, I think.
Why do wild dogs go for people's necks?
I don't think that animals know to go for your nuts, though, do they?
I don't think they go for the nuts. I think they go for the legs.
No. Why?
Because it's where they can reach.
I
think about a 3-foot raccoon. The highest point it can reach is right where my.
How high up can a raccoon jump?
I have no idea. Why would I know how high a raccoon?
This is a case where the tree would be your ally.
Well, no, because raccoons can climb a tree.
That's right.
Dude, literally, it was terrifying when I went outside to chuck some stuff in the recycling bin, and I look out, the floodlights on, and there's like 4 sets of raccoon eyes in the
it is terrifying
noise up there, and they're above me. They could jump down on me. My head is vulnerable.
Yes. Now, what if there were like climbing areas and perches in the fighting pit, so the raccoons could climb up and get like aerial superiority on you?
If they get climbing areas, I want a cricket bat.
Okay. This is getting more interesting.
Yeah, and a hat.
A hat as well? Like what kind of hat? Like a hard hat?
No, like a fedora.
No, you don't get the hat.
No hat?
Even the cricket bat's kind of.
I'll give you some. Here's the final.
No,
plan.
I take no leather gloves and the cricket bat.
I'll give you some like gardening gloves. Right,
Cloth.
You can have really good steel-toed boots.
Okay,
and a Speedo, and you got to fight 6 angry raccoons.
6.
I can do that with a cricket bat.
6, no problem.
Hold on, I didn't say anything about a cricket bat.
Well,
I will give you a.
This is for $20 million.
For $20 million.
Why is American Idol still on, but this show is not?
Because
maybe we should take this to Spike,
right?
Or G4.
I
think they would put this on.
You're English, you know Simon Cowell, right?
I think they would. Yeah, of course, because I know the Queen and the Beatles.
Make that happen.
We all know each other.
Yeah.
I would watch that show. I would watch that on pay-per-view. I would pay real money for that.
No sets required. A room this size.
I tell you what it would be. It would be an octagon. I tell you what it would be like a UFC octagon. So that's the pit, but the raccoons could scale the wire perimeter.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Then you have to get this is
running along the edge.
Like
they're scuttling. Yeah, exactly.
Climbing the edge of the thing. They're just circling
jumping
around,
out,
waiting for their movement.
They have like the squirrel suits on, or like. Yeah.
Well, because it makes it more of a 360-degree combat arena, right? Because you're not just looking down at the ground. Now you got to look above you as well.
Right. Swivel.
Because you don't know where they've all gone. Yeah.
This is
And once they get like on your face and start clawing at your eyes, which they could do if they're jumping
neck,
down,
you're done.
That's I mean, I think that would make all the difference.
Or you kill the rest, you finish them off.
All right,
and then make it out to the medics.
So I'll give you a cricket bat
in the octagon.
If we're doing the octagon where they could scale the wire,
but
perimeter,
it's damaged.
No, fuck that. It's not damaged.
It's fine. It
has a couple of nails through it. Make it interesting.
No, I'll just give you a regular cricket bat.
I would take a
I'd
bow
take 10 in the octagon with the cricket bat. Fuck that.
I actually think you'd lose, and you'd lose badly.
With a bow?
Like, no, I'm saying once you start attacking the raccoons and they realize that they've got to defend themselves, I think they would fucking destroy you.
Yeah, I think it wouldn't be.
They would team up, they'd get on you, they'd bring you down, they'd be feasting on your eyeballs and tearing off your Speedo. And
$20 million, though, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
That's never you'd be heavily incentivized.
Yeah. The thing is, I think you'd have to just be real quick. In and out like a fucking faster than a raccoon.
But you're nowhere near as fast as a raccoon. That's the problem.
What if are they fat city raccoons or are they hungry?
Well, they say when you're faced with these kind of extreme situations, right, you don't know what you're really capable of. So I mean, maybe you could you'd become like an extreme fighting machine.
I'll tell you what, you go get a sack of raccoons and a cricket bat. We have a little tiny death room. Let's make this happen next week.
Well, you need something for the live show, right?
PETA's going to be really
the big
pissed.
live show.
Peter's
I can't imagine Peter would love this.
No, I think cruelty to raccoons probably is against the law in the United States.
No,
also.
I think raccoons are the one animal that Peter are like, yeah, you fuck them.
I think there's rules against what you can do to animals legally.
Well, yes, I believe there are rules.
Right.
Yes,
I think a man versus raccoon death match
again.
probably is against the rules.
But we've made every effort to make the fight as fair as possible.
And as entertaining as possible.
Yeah, but the raccoons aren't sentient. They don't know what's going on.
Of course they're sentient.
They didn't consent to fighting in the death ring.
Raccoons are self-aware.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Dolphins are self-aware. Could you kill a dolphin with your bare hands?
No, I don't think I could kill a dolphin with my bare hands.
They're mammals.
There's no place to grab.
It's true. It's very slippery. The hole.
Do you have any idea how hard it would be to choke a dolphin? First, they can hold their breath for about a half hour.
Yeah, because you'd be fighting in water, so there's a lot of effort just staying afloat.
On the other hand, all I need is a cork. Boom. Walk away.
Yeah, you say that though, but getting in there would probably be more difficult than you think.
Yeah.
It would be horrible. That's a horrible thought. Why would you want to kill a dolphin? I mean, I'm down with killing raccoons.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't like the dolphin conversation, but raccoons are just awful.
Right.
I've got no sympathy for raccoons.
I don't think it's about wanting to. It's about could you?
Could you? In a water situation, the dolphin has a massive advantage. I don't think I can. I don't.
There's no question.
Dolphins, when they team up, they're smart.
I think the thing is, even if it's just one dolphin, I think you have to have tools in order to beat the dolphin, i.e., a cork, maybe some super glue.
Would you do that? Okay, what about this? What if they set up like that test of manhood that they had on Arborea in the Flash Gordon movie, where you had to put your hand down inside the tree trunk and there was the deadly creature that was in there that might sting you?
Oh, and you had to be chill about it?
Yeah, you had to go, but there's like scorpions and shit down. There's like the real world equivalent of that. And down in the bottom there's a key that opens a box that's got $20 million inside.
I'd rather do the pain box from Dune.
What's the pain box?
You know, the thing, the pain is the life bringer, the thing they do for the witches.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah, it's in the very beginning of the movie. Kyle MacLachlan goes in and they're like, we're going to give him the test. No man has ever passed the test. And then he puts his hand in the box and it's just like, he sees pictures of the flesh being flayed from his hand.
Oh.
But the thing is, he knows nothing's happening to it. It's just, they're just fucking with him.
Okay.
So he has to control himself. And the implication is that men can't do that, but women totally down with it.
All right. But you wouldn't do the scorpions, though. Scorpion
too much
trunk.
random chance on the scorpion thing.
Yeah, well, that's the chance you take.
Yeah. I don't know. Would you do the scorpion thing?
No.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. It seems like a pretty good chance you get stung. If I get stung, I die, right?
Maybe you just lose a hand. Is it left hand or right hand?
Would you rather suck out the poison from like a snake bite? Or cut off your limb right there.
Well, don't you just start with the sucking out the poison?
I'm sure I'd rather suck out the poison.
But then you losing your jaw.
Do you? I don't know. I don't know how that stuff works.
You just spit it out. John Wayne did it all the time. This is what's wrong. His generation didn't watch Westerns, so he doesn't know how this works.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily think that what you see in a John Wayne Western is really grounded in reality.
100% true. No, those sucking the venom out never works.
Right.
Because the venom gets injected into the tissue.
Apparently, urinating on a jellyfish sting doesn't work.
That does not work. This was
I heard that doesn't work.
You don't know Jack. It was one of the answers on You Don't Know Jack.
It actually doesn't work.
Peeing on the jellyfish or something.
So Friends lied to us?
Yep.
They did. Well, but they got some good comedy out of it, so it was all okay.
So it's like our show.
And the thing is, well, it's not that they lied. They never necessarily said that it worked. So they thought that it did, so they did it, and that's the joke. But I don't think they necessarily backed it up that it actually did work. But yeah, I don't like the idea of jellyfish stinging you.
Sting is painful. Would you rather suffer the pain or the chance that someone would let someone pee on you?
We know where you would stand. You'd have them poop on you instead.
No, I'd stand the pain.
Have you been stung by a jellyfish?
No, I have not.
Pretty painful.
I can imagine.
I stepped on one once when I was a kid.
Oh, you stepped on a nail too when you were a kid.
I did run a nail through my foot when I was
horrible.
a child. Yeah, that didn't hurt that bad actually. The jellyfish was much worse than running the nail through your foot.
Do you have any particular phobias like spiders or rats or anything like that?
Not really.
Nothing that really bothers you?
I'm not a huge fan of snakes, but I handle them.
I don't like big jumbo-sized insects and big furry spiders.
No.
Well, no, like the crazy ones that were like in the Temple of Doom. Like the really big ass bugs.
They have those pictures on Reddit of the.
Oh yeah, I can't
really
look at those.
Giant spiders.
I can't look at those.
The bird-eating spiders.
The ones that you always get in Australia. Like someone will post a picture going, "Oh, look at what I found." It's always like from Perth or Queensland. Here's what I found in my shower this morning. It's a fucking spider the size of a dinner plate.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
No thanks.
My grandparents got a set of bananas one time that had a tarantula.
Oh yeah, because they come over on the boat.
Yeah, they come over on the boat, and it was so fucking big it wouldn't flush. Like they flushed it, and its arms were out over the hole. And it was like, "Fuck you, I'm not going down." So they had to broom handle it down.
Oh, that's terrible. Why don't we release it into the wild?
The fight's non-native. You don't want any bird-eating tarantulas.
10 years from now, they turn into Jurassic Park.
Right.
Nature has gone insane.
It came from outer space.
Life finds a way.
But then, isn't that what happened with Alligator? They flushed the baby alligator down the toilet?
That's true. I think that's a Snoke.
Well, no, it was a movie, but that's what happened in the movie.
So they live in the sewers.
So would you rather live in Perth, where you have the chance of seeing all these kind of horrible monsters all the time in your shower, or see have to handle one big furry spider a year for the rest of your life?
To handle or let it crawl.
You have to pick it up and throw it out.
I'd rather take the risk. I don't want the guaranteed spider quota.
Really, you'd rather take the?
I have the guaranteed spider quota because I get used to it after. Yeah, 20 years.
It's coming.
I don't want the unexpected wake up in the middle of the night. Oh my god, giant spider crawling
on my head.
Yeah, no thanks. I'd rather.
I think Norm's right on this one. I think you're wrong.
Guaranteed clean living for a year, and then the one day.
Well, I mean, normal spiders might happen to come. You don't have to pick it up. You could just let it walk onto your arm and then brush it off. Yeah,
could you do? What about the sort of thing like spend the night in a creepy carnival fun house or something? Does that kind of thing bother you? Can you do that?
No,
by
you're
yourself.
okay with that.
I've slept in haunted
yourself.
Houses. I've camped in haunted houses before.
If you let your imagination run wild, then
I could do it in a group, not by myself.
Yeah, by myself, especially if it was a group told you to do it and you knew they were going to fuck with you.
Oh yeah, they're deliberately going to try to scare you, make noises
that they're
going
to try to scare you.
Yeah,
that's
your imagination will still do the rest.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it's been a good show, guys. We'll be back next week.
Some good outtakes this week.
Another episode of This Is Only a Test every Thursday afternoon. Till then, I'm Will.
I'm Norm.
Oh wait, we don't do that.
Who does that? Wait, well, that was something new. I don't know. It was kind of good though. I liked it.
You're Gary.
Every time I hear I'm Will,
I know that's
the gut reflex is I'm Norm.
I can just watch. Hey, I'm Will.
I'm Norm from Tested.
Yeah, see, every time. I just do it. Sometimes we're sitting at a bar having lunch or something. I'll be like, hey, I'm Will.
I'm Norm.
You two really are a double act.
Yeah. See you guys next week. Bye.